Have you ever wondered how a man can transform fear into his most powerful weapon? Kimbo Slice, the bearded colossus, was not only a name feared on the streets, but he became a true force of nature in the world of underground and professional fighting. With every punch, he made his opponents tremble, and his pure brutality led him to become a legend in the UFC. In this video, we'll explore the life and career of Kimbo Slice, from his beginnings in street fighting to his rise in the world of professional boxing and MMA. But before we continue, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Kimbo Slice, whose real name was Kevin Ferguson, was born in Nassau, Bahamas in 1974 and moved to the United States as a young man. From a very early age, life presented him with challenges that shaped his character. With his imposing figure and his unmatched beard, he became an icon of Miami street fights in the early 2000s. His brutal fights, recorded and shared massively on the internet, catapulted him to fame, making him a feared name in underground fighting circles. His fame caught the attention of the professional world, and soon, what seemed to be a career limited to the streets transformed into a foray into mixed martial arts, MMA, and professional boxing. Kimbo's debut in the UFC was nothing short of a spectacle. Professional fighters who underestimated this bearded giant faced his unparalleled ferocity. However, behind his terrifying presence was a person with an insatiable desire to prove himself and overcome any obstacle. Kimbo's life was a roller coaster of triumphs and challenges, ending unexpectedly in 2016. Kimbo Slice became a worldwide sensation thanks to the mass dissemination of his street fights on the internet. At a time when online video platforms were beginning to gain popularity, Kimbo's brutal bare-knuckle fights attracted the attention of millions of viewers. The rawness of his fights, captured on low-resolution cameras and shared on forums and video sites, created a kind of mystique around him. Each new video was eagerly awaited, and his following grew exponentially with each fight. His fame and reputation as a fearsome fighter led him to sign with Elite XC, an MMA organization looking to capitalize on his popularity. Kimbo Slice versus Bo Cantrell, his opponent was an MMA veteran with a mixed record, but with experience in the sport. The fight started with both fighters trading blows, but Kimbo Slice quickly took control.
This heavyweight contest is underway. Cantrell firing. Bill, you said that Kimbo would come in.
With his trademark power and aggression, Kimbo landed a series of punches that dropped Cantrell. In just 19 seconds of the first round, Kimbo won the fight via TKO.
Collected already a body shot, ripping away at Cantrell.
Oh, yeah.
This one, Slice dropping Cantrell like names on a Hollywood.
Kimbo Slice, coming off his impressive debut against Bo Cantrell, was on his way to solidifying his place in the world of mixed martial arts. Kimbo Slice versus Tank Abbott on February 16, 2008 at the Bank United Center in Coral Gables, Florida. Kimbo, with his imposing presence, advanced towards Abbott with fierce determination. Abbott, a veteran known for his brute strength, did not back down, and the two began trading powerful blows.
Cage tested, street certified, the two bulls meet in the center of the cage.
Each punch rang out like thunder, and the crowd roared with each impact. Within seconds, Kimbo had the upper hand, using his trademark brutality to overpower Abbott. With a series of quick, accurate punches, he floored his opponent, sending him to the ground.
Forget about a feeling of process. Kimbo Slice has taken Abbott down, and this one is...
The intensity of the fight reached its peak when Kimbo landed the final blow, leaving Abbott with no chance of recovery. The referee quickly stepped in, stopping the fight and declaring Kimbo Slice the victor by knockout.
Listen to this
Kimbo was already becoming the main face of Elite XC, but his toughest fight was yet to come. On the night of May 31st, 2008, at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, it was Kimbo Slice versus James Thompson. From the start, the fight was an intense war.
Slice.
Thompson managed to take Kimbo to the ground on several occasions, using his grappling experience to control the fight.
Back. He's got his good knee control going on the guard. He needs to move that head a little bit. Pop up. There it is.
Kimbo, for his part, had to demonstrate not only his power, but also his stamina and ability to withstand punches and tough situations. The fight was filled with moments where it seemed like Thompson had the upper hand, testing Kimbo like never before. In the third round, with both fighters visibly exhausted, Kimbo found an opening and landed a devastating punch that popped Thompson's cauliflower ear. With a killer instinct, Kimbo followed up with a flurry of punches that forced the referee to stop the fight, awarding him the TKO victory. This fight was not an easy one for Kimbo Slice, but his ability to persevere and find victory in the midst of adversity further cemented his legacy in the MMA world. Although his next fight was against Ken Shamrock, he was injured and couldn't fight, so the fight was rescheduled. Kimbo Slice versus Seth Pedrizzelli. It took place on October 4th, 2008. Kimbo was undefeated, and he went into it with the mindset that he should keep it that way. The fight started with Kimbo quickly advancing on Pedrizzelli. However, in an unexpected turn of events, Pedrizzelli landed a decisive blow in the opening seconds of the fight, knocking Kimbo down. Just 14 seconds into the first round, the referee stopped the fight, declaring Pedrizzelli the winner by technical knockout. This loss came as a shock to fans and marked the first loss of Kimbo Slice's professional career. Unfortunately, this loss marked the end of the Elite XC organization and momentarily the end of Kimbo's career.
Slice goes down. Slice, goodness. Slice gets pounded out, and they stop it.
But an opportunity came his way that he would not waste. Dana White gave him a chance to participate in the reality show, The Ultimate Fighter Heavyweights, in 2009. This television program, produced by the UFC, brings together fighters from around the world to compete for a contract with the organization. His first fight would come. Kimbo Slice versus Roy Nelson took place on September 30th, 2009 during the 10th season of the reality show. From the start, Kimbo went all out, but Roy Nelson used his grappling experience to take Kimbo to the ground.
Get up, get up. Good job, hit, there you go.
Despite Kimbo's efforts to stay on his feet and throw punches, Nelson managed to control the fight with his weight and technique.
You need to fight, Kimbo! Kimbo, you need to fight!
In the second round, Nelson got a dominant position and began throwing punches from the mount, which led the referee to stop the fight and declare Nelson the winner by technical knockout, TKO.
Fight's done.
Despite losing his chance, Kimbo's fame was so great that Dana White decided to sign him anyway. Kimbo Slice made his long-awaited UFC debut on December 5th, 2009, Kimbo Slice versus Houston Alexander. From the start, both fighters showed a calculated approach, carefully evaluating their moves. Houston Alexander, known for his aggression, opted for a more strategic approach, using his footwork to stay out of range of Kimbo's powerful punches.
That was a good one. Good inside leg kick there.
Yep.
This fight, Kimbo hasn't thrown anything. That was a good one.
As the fight progressed, Kimbo showed a marked improvement in his grappling skills, managing to take Alexander down on several occasions. In the second round, Kimbo landed a spectacular suplex that left spectators speechless. The fight was a constant back and forth, with both fighters showing signs of fatigue but not giving up ground.
Kimbo is taking his back.
Elbows, Houston, yep.
He's taking his back.
The big uppercut. Boom! Alexander has one-punch knockout power. We've seen that.
In the third and final round, Kimbo continued to press, using his brute strength and improved technique to maintain control. Despite Alexander's attempts to fight back, Kimbo managed to remain dominant. When the final bell rang, the judges deliberated and awarded the victory to Kimbo Slice via unanimous decision. This win not only marked Kimbo's official UFC debut, but also demonstrated his ability to adapt and evolve as a fighter. But the joy would not last long. In his next fight, Kimbo Slice versus Matt Mitrione. On May 8, 2010 at UFC 113, held at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. From the start, the fight was intense. Mitrione used his reach and striking skills to keep Kimbo at a distance. Despite Kimbo's efforts to close the distance and land powerful punches, Mitrione managed to take him down on several occasions.
Brutalizing his leg. His left leg didn't pivot at all, Mike.
Gonna finish Kimbo
Man,
here.
these are brutal leg kicks.
Gonna try to
grip if he's got the grip in tight here.
Kimbo's a tough warrior, man.
He doesn't have the strength on that hip. And Mitrione is trying.
In the second round, Mitrione began attacking Kimbo's legs with kicks, causing visible damage and affecting his mobility.
And again.
Nice leg kick.
And again.
His left leg didn't pivot at all, Mike.
As the fight progressed, Mitrione continued to dominate with his striking and ground control. Finally, in the second round, Mitrione landed a series of punches that led the referee to stop the fight, declaring Mitrione the winner by TKO. After this tough loss, Dana White announced that Kimbo would be leaving the ranks of the UFC.
Knee to the midsection.
He's brutalizing Kimbo here. Brutalizing him.
And again. Teeing off.
Kimbo has got his arms are exhausted here.
Being shown. That's it.
After leaving the UFC, Kimbo did not give up and decided to debut as a boxer. After some impressive knockouts, he was back in the spotlight, although not for long. Kimono left the fights for a while, until Bellator called him to their ranks, giving one of the most anticipated fights. The night of June 19, 2015, at the Scottrade Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Kimbo Slice versus Ken Shamrock. From the start, Shamrock surprised everyone by quickly taking Kimbo to the ground, looking for a submission with a rear naked choke attempt.
This is very taxing, especially if you...
Level change, the single leg, and hit by Shamrock. Looking for the rear naked choke. A bit of credit. McCarthy taking a really close look.
The audience held their breath as Kimbo struggled to escape. With an impressive display of resilience and strength, Kimbo managed to break free from the submission and get to his feet. At that point, the fight became explosive.
Arm drop, but he's still with it. Shamrock full commit. But if Ken doesn't get this, will he have any arm strength left?
Kimbo, with his signature punching power, landed a series of devastating punches that knocked Shamrock down.
It was all Ken Shamrock there.
Kimbo continued his relentless attack. In the first round, after a flurry of precise and powerful punches, the referee stepped in and stopped the fight, declaring Kimbo Slice the winner by technical knockout. Kimbo's last fight was one of his most controversial and shocking. On the night of February 19, 2016 at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, Kimbo Slice faced Dada 5000 at Bellator 149. Both fighters, known for their brutality and personal rivalry, faced each other in a battle that promised to be epic. From the start, the fight was a war of attrition. Both fighters showed signs of early fatigue, but continued to exchange powerful blows.
Kimbo gets one left in. Vargas not used to grappling. Nice left to the right.
As the fight progressed, the lack of physical condition of both became evident, and the fight became a battle of endurance.
Down to his hip. So much discussion about with it, but won the position battle and Dada didn't land anything significant on the feet. Pretty much a stalemate. Very high.
In the third round, Kimbo Slice managed to connect a decisive blow that knocked down Dada 5,000. With both fighters visibly exhausted, the referee intervened and stopped the fight, declaring Kimbo the winner by technical knockout.
You ever play Rock'em Sock'em Robots when you were a kid? But now, Kimbo 6-7 unanswered shots. Wait, he's gonna fall. Dada has no idea where he is. And that's the ground.
The fight was criticized by many as one of the worst in MMA history due to the lack of technique and obvious fatigue of both fighters. Despite this, the bout remains a memorable moment in Kimbo Slice's career and in Bellator history. After the fight, 500 was hospitalized due to cardiac arrest. His life was in danger due to the excessive effort of the fight, but unfortunately, he was not the only one who had to be hospitalized after the fight. A few months later, he was hospitalized on June 3, 2016, due to serious health issues. He was admitted to Northwest Medical Center in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, after experiencing stomach pains, nausea, and shortness of breath. Doctors diagnosed Kimbo with congestive heart failure and found a mass on his liver. Despite medical efforts, Kimbo's condition quickly worsened. He was placed on a ventilator in the intensive care unit and was told that he needed a heart transplant. Sadly, Kimbo Slice passed away on June 6, 2016 at the age of 42, while preparing to be transferred to another hospital. His death was a devastating blow to his fans and the mixed martial arts community. Throughout his life, Kimbo Slice proved that true danger does not always lie in physical strength, but in the unwavering will to overcome any obstacle. From the streets of Miami to the most prestigious arenas in the MMA world, Kimbo left an indelible mark on combat history. His career, filled with victories, defeats, and personal challenges, inspired millions of people to believe in the power of determination and resilience. Despite his hardships and controversies, Kimbo always displayed a tenacity and spirit that set him apart from the rest. His legacy lives on in every punch, every fight, and every person who found inspiration in his story. If you liked learning about Kimbo Slice's life, or if you want to know more about any of our sports stories, subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.